Hello to my fellow history lovers and people that think if I learn something new today, it will be a good day. I am author Eileen Schnabel, author of the Kep Westgard Time Travel to the American Revolution series, and I have just one question for you today, which is German mercenaries fought on the side of England during the Revolutionary War. What were these soldiers called? And they were called Hessians. And interestingly, Hessians made up an entire third of the British Army during the American Revolution. There were about 30,000 of these guys in the Revolutionary War out of roughly 100,000 in the entire British Army. And you might think to yourself, well, why would they hire that many Hessian soldiers? And Hessian soldiers, by the way, came from what we think of as modern day Germany, but it wasn't a unified country then. They were different principalities, and so they were hiring them from principalities. So the reason that they ended up hiring so many guys and having to pay them as mercenaries is not unsimilar to today with the situation with Russia and Ukraine. So Russia invaded Ukraine, and it's having trouble getting enough soldiers, in part because A, it's an unpopular war, and B, they've already lost a lot of soldiers in the previous years of the war. So now they're going to North Korea and hiring soldiers. Really the same concept as these Hessians. They have to go to another country, go to North Korea, hire soldiers to fight in the war. Well, the British, now let's go back to 1775, same situation. They don't have a lot of soldiers because A, this is not really a popular war in Britain at the time, and B, they have depleted their own soldiers because remember, just 12 years earlier, they had another major war, which was the French and Indian War, and they did win the French and Indian War, but they really depleted the number of soldiers that they had. So anyway, that was a little bit of history today. Thanks for letting me share. I will see you tomorrow.